I don't want to make this complicated by any means. So first, a quick definition of gross margin. Okay, so that we know what cost areas have to be taken into account to get to the gross margin. Okay, so the gross margin is your sales. Okay, and for kicks, let's just say it's your sales $1,000, just because I don't do math that all that.
Even round numbers is easiest.
Yeah, okay, $1,000. From sales, I want to subtract from the sales, not all of my costs yet. I want to subtract only those costs associated with the unit of sales. In other words, if I'm in the widget business and I'm molding parts, I can't actually execute on a single unit of sale unless I have my plastic, if they're plastic, silicone, whatever we're doing. I have to have that material. I have to have that raw material, right? Oh, and I probably have to have some labor in there, correct? Okay, so we'll make that part simple. That's a direct cost. It is the cost of producing a unit of sale, okay? And I want to know what's the profitability I'm enjoying on a unit of sale. So then I'm going to take out what, it varies. I call it direct cost. Other folks call it a variable cost.
Yeah, back when I was learning, it was called variable costs.
Yeah, and you know,
because it varies depending on the number of units you sell.
Yes, yeah, that's absolutely true. So, yeah, okay. So let's
or it's directly related to a unit of sale.
A unit of sale. Yeah. Okay, so I've got some material, and I got labor. Sometimes if you can carve this out and you actually have some packaging expense, we can put packaging in there. Although honestly, very often packaging, because it can be used indiscriminately across those units of sale, is considered, boy, it really is considered a semi-variable cost, okay? Or they'll just throw packaging down in fixed cost. Either way, I'm gonna make this part simple. So let's just say for a material, I've got $25 worth of material associated with that 1,000, and I've got, I'll just keep it simple too, another $25 of labor.
But also these are kind of averages. You don't have to, it's not going to be a direct, because if you've got someone working 8 hours a day, you're paying them for 8 hours. So they're going to be working 8 hours whether they produce 10 units or 100 units. So you kind of average it out on a monthly basis. You take the total cost on a monthly basis,
right,
as opposed to nailing it down to today or this hour, unless you are that micromanaging.
Okay, well, so that's a good point, a little bit ahead of where we're going, because then when we get to talking about how to improve the gross margin, that material and labor efficiencies, that's a place where we have to look. We have to look at that. So then I got these, right? And so that's 50. And so when I take this 50 out of that 1,000, right? That's my gross. Actually, folks, I meant this to be 250. There we go. So we got 500. All right.
That's really good margin, though, like 90%.
Well, but that's why it was unrealistic. Okay, so so that leaves me a gross margin 500 from 1,000. That leaves me with $500 of gross profit, gross margin, which is a 50% gross margin. For depending on the business, that's not a bad gross margin. And we look at that, we benchmark it to see how that person who might be in the staffing business is doing relative to the industry and the peers. And we'll go, it's a little bit low, right? We might walk away with that conclusion. Then we have to get about how do we make improvements.